So Nnamdi Kanu has arrived at court this morning and made his decision concerning either to defend himself or not. Today is the most critical day in his life. The Justice Omotosho had asked him that today is his last chance to decide whether to defend himself or to say he has no case to answer. Which justice made it clear to him that if you say you have no case to answer, what it means is that I am going to pronounce judgment based on the allegations brought against you. Now, Nnamdi Kanu today decided that he was going to enter defense for the 7-count terrorism charges against him. And of course, the judge asked him to present his defense. He can present his defense in writings. For the fact that he's not a lawyer, he might not have all the protocols to do verbal defense. So he was given the opportunity to present a written defense, which he entered today. And the justice James Omotosho, said he was going to pronounce judgment on him on 20th of November. I don't know why this case is moving so fast, unlike before. Fine and good. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is the first time Nigeria is being responsible for at least. Okay, so you're going to have to listen to his interaction with his lawyers and family members. He was all smile today when he arrived at court. People have been saying, is it because he feels his freedom is near or his judgment is near? Well, he has said that nobody can jail him in Nigeria. We shall see what Justice Omotosho will make of these charges that have been brought against him and the judgment or the defense that he has presented to the justice.
Okay, what's happening? No, I'm going to fire. Okay. Okay. So the final agreed. But that's what he's saying. Going to fire. Sample commissioner for them never is coming. That's what he said.
Your men are
very wonderful. Nothing. Max. Look at Alhaji. Yes. Come out. Okay, thank you. Judge.
Good
From the video you just watched, it is evidence that Nnamdi Kanu came to court today happier and more determined. Look at the atmosphere around him. It's like he was expecting a breaking news, but it was not a positive one, as all this joyous mood is soon swings. Watch till the end to discover everything that happened in the court proceedings today. Nnamdi Kanu's trial at the Federal High Court in Abuja has been progressing. On November 7th, 2025, being today, the court fixed 20 of November 2025 as a judgment date. The prosecution closed its case, and Kanu had repeatedly declined to open his formal defense within the window set by the court. The court stood down proceedings on the day to allow Kanu file a process and dispose of an affidavit following his contention that he had been prevented from doing so whilst in detention. He has challenged the jurisdiction of the court to entertain the matter, arguing that the Nigerian terrorism law under which he is charged is invalid or that the case is incompetent. The judge, Justice James Omotosho, adjourned the case and fixed 20th of November 2025 for judgment. The court has made it clear that the defense window of 6 days will not be extended. However, in a twist of events, Kanu, who came into the courtroom looking happier and more confident, was seen, kicking chairs and challenging almost everyone in the courtroom. Watch the video here.
And you wonder why God cost you people. Useless black people. You don't know what justice means. You have no idea what justice means. You don't know what justice means. Useless black African people. You don't know the meaning of justice. Your constitution says you cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me the written law. Show me the written law. I want to know the written law. Don't touch me now. Show me the law. Are you okay? Don't go close. Don't try that rubbish. Don't try it. Don't try it. Go ahead and say don't try that rubbish. Don't try that rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court judgment you don't respect. Then why are we in the court of law? Why are we in the court of law, I ask? Nonsense. You think Britain can ask you to jail me and you jail me? You are dreaming. You are dreaming. I'm telling you that you are dreaming. Nonsense. Your constitution says you cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me the written law. Show me the written law. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try rubbish. Don't try rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court judgment you don't respect. Then why are we in the court of law? Why are we in the court of law, I ask?
Good morning.
Yes, I know you attended the proceedings today.
Yes, I did.
For Nigerians to know.
Yeah.
Just a summary of what happened.
Well, what happened in court today, for me, continues to be travesty of justice. I've always said it, that in Nigeria, there appear to be two sets of rules, one for the Igbo man and another for the other Nigerians. This is exactly what I saw in court today. First of all, my name is Honorable Obi Agocha. I represent the great people of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. I am the primary representative for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm going to speak to you as a layman. I'm not a lawyer. Today, there was a motion that was filed. Previously, I believe at the end of October, another motion was filed. And none of those motions were challenged by the prosecution team. They didn't raise any objection. The court did not overrule anybody, but admitted the motion. So on what basis then is the trial, the efforts that are being put to compel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to trial when the motions have been put and yet to be challenged by the prosecution team. Mazen Kanu is asking for a simple question: on what law is he being tried? Neither the judge nor the prosecution team have answered that. And today, that motion that was raised by Mazen Kanu and served to the prosecution team were not challenged. And it's very, very critical and important that we know that. However, the judge now ruled to say that he's reserved November 20th for ruling. When there are jurisdictional issues, thresholds that are yet to be overcome. So this is a political trial veiled as a criminal trial. And for the stability of the Southeast and for the stability of Nigeria in a whole, to bring to end the civil war that was fought in 1967, means that the president should please look at the totality of Nnamdi Kanu's trial and bring an end to this charade, a travesty of injustice, bring an end to it so that the Southeast can be peaceful again, Nigeria can be peaceful again. But if they are determined in the way they have steamrolled this process, rushing to a judgment, then like Mazen Kanu says, there's a God in heaven, and the injustices that have been meted to Igbos, we will not forget. We will not forget. Even if we forget, our children and our grandchildren will not forget. Because it's important that everybody notes it, especially Mr. President, that in order for him to consolidate his goodwill for 2027, start with how he handles the matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Because you cannot be there as the father of the nation and Mazen Kanu is being treated in the manner that he's been treated when every other person who has been charged with almost similar offenses as Mazen Kanu at the determination of the court has been let go. So why is Nnamdi still being held down, being punished, being subjugated? It's simply because he's an Igbo man. So if we get it, the president gets this right, then we will begin the process of healing and reconciliation and putting back the Southeast back as a home where people can come and feel free in their homes without running away from all these high crime and criminalities that are happening in the Southeast. So Mr. President has an opportunity now. The world is looking at us, both from the persecution of Christians, from the persecution of Mazen Kanu, to know how we are going to, put our houses in order. But like I said, is one person. You can take Mazen Kanu if you so wish. You have the authority, but many more Nnamdi Kanu will rise because this is clearly an injustice that is being meted at one person who happens to be an Igbo man. So I plead with Mr. President to note that this is a political trial, and which requires a political solution to bring everything to a closure. Thank you.
But before then, in a packed courtroom in Abuja, a scene that many in the gallery were watching with tense anticipation unfolded. Kanu, aged, defiant, unbowed, sat in the dock, the weight of a high-stakes trial bearing down on him. The judge, James Omotocho, had made his position clear that the prosecution's case was closed. The time for Kanu's defense had been granted, and the clock was now ticking. But Kanu surprised the court by filing a motion challenging the very foundation of the trial. He argued that the terrorism law under which he is charged was no longer valid. He claimed that he was here to gain proper access to the documents in his defense file, and that officers of the State Security Service, that's the DSS, detained him in his cell without proper opportunity to file the required process. In response, the judge ordered registry officials and a commissioner for oath to come into the courtroom, stamping documents there to allow Kanu to depose his affidavits on the spot. While the atmosphere was charged with supporters outside the court building and heightened security, the scene inside remained under control. The court formally fixed 20th of November 2025 as a day for judgment. With that, the camp paused and waited, either the moment of truth or the opening of a new chapter in this long-running legal drama. For many of Kanu's supporters, this trial is not just about one man. No. It is a symbol of a much deeper wound. The memory of the Biafra War of 1967 to 1970. The feeling of marginalization in Nigerian Southeast. And the dream of self-determination. Kanu's long years in detention, his dramatic extradition from Kenya in 2021, his repeated legal joists, all of these feed into a narrative of persecution, injustice, and hope. For his detractors, the charge is simpler. This is a man who led a banned organization, and the court must uphold the rule of law. That is their own. The courtroom sees not just a trial, but a battle for legitimacy, identity, and the future of Nigeria's unity. When Kanu speaks or stands silent, he carries more than his own fate. He carries the hopes of thousands, the fears of many, and the tensions that simmer in Nigeria's body politics. Given the facts and the timeline, here is what I can predict. It's just my own prediction that on 20th November 2025, the judge will deliver judgment because that is the scheduled date set by the court. But we are expecting two outcomes. Two outcomes are possible, or even a combination. The first is conviction, that the court may rule against Kanu, finding that the prosecution's evidence is sufficient and dismissing his jurisdictional challenge. This will likely lead to sentencing immediately or scheduled, and possibly a fierce reaction amongst his supporters in the Southeast. And then the second prediction is the acquittal or legal victory. This is less likely given the prosecutorial momentum. But if Kanu's challenge to the terrorism law succeeds, or the court finds procedural flaws, he could be granted relief, which will send shockwaves through Nigeria's legal and political system. After judgment, we can expect appeal proceedings. Whether Kanu wins or loses, his lawyers will almost certainly appeal. The case has high-profile political overtones, so extended proceedings are likely. It is highly politicized. Outside the courtroom, we should expect heightened tensions, large gatherings of supporters, protests, heightened security in the Southeast, possibly confrontation. The day of judgment will be a flashpoint. Politically, this case may push forward dialogues about federalism, secession, right of minority regions, and Nigeria's anti-terror laws. The government may respond with renewed security posture or may launch engagement with the Southeast. Drop your comment below and subscribe for more on Newsrip. Thank you.